biggest today, breaking news coming out of the stable of the Sydney Morning Herald. Tom Decent, your stablemate Ian Payton, reporting that Max Jorgensen is set to start at 15 this weekend for the Wallabies in the first Bledisloe Cup clash. There's the back page, the headline there, after the revelation that Andrew Kellaway has strained his calf muscle and will miss this weekend. Big challenge for young shoulders in Max Jorgensen.
Yeah, Maxi Jorgensen, I mean, first game against the All Blacks, obviously played a lot at fullback for the Tars, gets his chance at the back. There was another calf from Andrew Kellaway. A few calf issues this year within Wallabies camp. Interesting to see how that all gets managed. But yeah, and then the big story, James O'Connor, a week after we said he wasn't going to be there, he's playing 10 this week. So I'm sure we'll dive into that as well. But yeah, huge opportunity for Max. You know, he's been alive for about half of that streak at Eden Park, so never been there before.
That's a great start.
It was very good. Might have been nearly 20 years after the last time that the Wallabies beat the All Blacks at Eden Park that Max Jorgensen was born. But he seems a pretty unflappable kid, so if you're going to throw a young player into a hot seat like that, Hoops, Jorgo might just be up for it.
Yeah, look, I think it's a really good selection. I mean, how lucky the Wallabies, they've had Tom Wright, who, I mean, unfortunately goes down to injury. Kell now, who did really well, I think, in the last game, you know, goes down injury. Now you can put in Max Jorgensen, who's been clearly one of the standout performers for the Wallabies this year. He's just been so impressive. Unflappable is the word. He comes up with things out of nowhere. He's going to probably see more ball at fullback, so that can't be a bad thing, I think, for the Wallabies. I'm really excited for him, and you know, I think it's a great selection by Joe to put him at 15.
It's the thing about sport, right? We're watching someone mature
right before our eyes.
Yeah. Right from the athleticism that he displayed and the skill right from the get-go. First time he pulled on a Waratahs jersey, then into the cauldron of international sport, and he's done that in a linear fashion. He's improved every time he's taken the field. It's a great disciple of the game. He's changed his body shape now. He carries himself well. He's bumping people off, as putting himself in harm's way. You know, the thing about Jorgo that you look at his schoolboy clips. They look exactly the same as what he's doing now in international jersey. So when we talk about age, we talk about the rings of the tree, and he's probably young, but his experience quotient and his shared experience with this group, British Ice Lions series, his, you know, Ellis Park, this kid's taken the field with some IP loaded up in that Wallaby jersey.
Would you give it a thought to Suaalii at the back? I mean, he's going to play 12 and 13 with Len in the centres this week.
I still would like to have seen him on the wing. I think wing's a good position for him. I liked where Israel was on the wing initially, really got his feet, and then obviously made that move to fullback, and he just absolutely, you know, ran with that position. I still think, you know, just getting him on the wing, having that kick option. We know that the New Zealand team's going to kick a lot, even though we think of them as this team that, you know, has this attacking prowess. They do. But they kick the ball a hell of a lot. They've got statistics around wanting to kick it up around 30 times a game. That's going to come in a variation of ways. So, you know, having someone who's positionally really sound and really across that, I think is going to be very important. And I think Jorgo would nudge out Suaalii at that point in time. So I'm happy with that selection.
I know you've said a few times you'd like to see Joseph push to the wing. And I'm by no means going to tell you, Michael Hooper, you're wrong. But do you reckon that'll ever happen? Or do you think, by the way that Joe has just stuck with him at 13, Joe Schmidt, that the chance to ever play Joseph out on the wing is probably past?
Well, I wouldn't argue with Joe Schmidt on how to pick a team. So you won't argue with me. I won't argue with Joe Schmidt. It plays up. It's just my opinion on how, you know, who would be the 12 and 13. I love Lenny at 13. I think he's a world-class 13. And I think that Suaalii is going to be a generational. But, you know, I said it the other week on this show, Adam Ashley Cooper comes out and says it takes time to get the real nuance of 13, you know, to feel it, to be on the field. Only being on the field can give you that experience. And, you know, Joe's sticking at it and sees that as his position, and he knows better than me.
It's where this team's at as well. We're talking about shared experience in positionals and combinations, and Suaalii needs to bed down. Absolutely right, 13. Now, no one's ever missed a chance as multi-skilled and talented as he is to play other positions. Look at some of the greatest players to play for Australia. Stephen Larkham started at 9, right back in ACT Junior Rugby, played fullback against Scotland.
Was he 6'5" then as well?
Came off the bench for Kookaburras at 13, then ended up being one of the best 10s. Matthew Burke started at 15, came into 13. Joe Roth started at 13, went to fullback, played on the wing. So absolutely, Stuart Lee is going to do that as well, and consistency and getting him comfortable. Look at the performances. We talk about Max Jorgensen's linear improvement. Stuart Lee started with a bang, and now he's bedded in that 13. His last 2 performances are probably the most complete performances we've seen from a Wallaby in that jersey for a long time. So why wouldn't you keep pouring the juice into that position?